Our next speaker, little known to all of us about the sterling work ethic that he has, but I've known him for a couple of years now. As an area governor, as a club officer, I mean, there is not a better go-to guy in terms of you need a job, ask Ed. If he doesn't get it done by next week when he said he would, it's because he got it done 3 days earlier. He works like a dog, and we've seen him speak a number of times because he's always working on a manual or project. And he is a great example of somebody that does progress and get better every time you hear him speak, which makes me very eager to hear him today. Ed Niklas.
Shuffling in the chair, your breath, your heartbeat. Did you hear those things 2 minutes ago? Yes, you heard them, but were you listening? Probably not, and I wasn't. Every day we hear a lot, but we listen to so little. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what we hear is not what we listen to. And it's a shame that we miss so much. As Toastmasters, we are being trained to listen. We all join the organization so we learn how to speak, but we learn quickly that the important thing is that we learn how to listen. You can be the Toastmaster, the table topics master, the general evaluator, an evaluator, do a speech, and participate in table topics, all in one meeting. But you are still listening to 100% of that meeting. It doesn't matter how much you speak. Right now, I am listening to every word I say. I'm thinking of 2 sentences ago, I could have said something a little different, but I didn't. So I listen to that. You listen to it. Listening is so vital. My wife often reminds me that we're the only 2 in the house. I wasn't listening. I think it's genetic. I think, the person that gives you the ring, you put it on, and it's a male thing. The ring somehow blocks yours out from hearing her. I'm not sure if it's possible. 2 years ago, something happened at my club that made me really start to think about listening. We had a new member come. Now, it's not unusual. We always have new members come in, they join, they give their speeches, and we listen and evaluate them. This particular member came in, she gave her Toastmasters' first speech. And it was a great speech. She talked about how she had learned to appreciate yoga as a small child. And as she grew, she developed it as a lifestyle. She taught it, all her friends she got from it. Living throughout her lifetime until she retired. It was all due to her learning about yoga. She even stayed out of the harsh drugs of the 60s that all her friends got into, because yoga taught you not to pollute your body. So all these good, positive things came out of it, and it was a great, fantastic speech. She got a good evaluation. It was a typical evaluation end where we can't wait to hear your next speech. But then something happened. 2 weeks later, our Toastmaster, Tony West, stood up and said, I have some sad news. Sarah Debbie has passed away. What? This lady was the picture of health. She was so alive 2 weeks before. I stood there, everybody was long she'd been in Florida. I don't remember. I could not remember 90% of what she had told me. This person had given me 5 minutes of their life, which turned out to be a very precious 5 minutes. She didn't have long, no, she didn't have long. 5 minutes, and I could not remember more than 10 seconds of it. The only 10 seconds I remember was at the very end, where she taught us how to breathe to relieve stress. That was it. None of the rest of the speech I could remember. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, I'm here to ask you and to ask myself, listen 10% more. That's all. Not 100% more, because that's not possible. But listen to 10% more. When you're walking alone, listen around you 10% more. Especially when you're talking to other people. Listen 10% more. Think of what